Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a little bit of info that dropped with Season 3 and also Ranked Series 2. So first off, Respawn did not hear your cries about how the point system was jacked up in Ranked because they thought it did great. They thought it was an amazing ranked system. And honestly, it wasn't too bad. It's really more so the meta that has been formed because of the ranked system and how your points, are earned. So yeah, that didn't really get fixed. So what did get fixed, we'll go into, and we're going to go into a bunch of other things and then what my opinions are on them. But first, we'll just dive right on in to what Series 2 is going to be. So just a quick recap on the skill set that has apparently been established for Apex Legends. So 5 of the player base, right? 5.1% are in bronze, 40% are in silver, 35.7% are in gold, 16.8% are in platinum, 2.1% are in diamond, and 0.2% are actually Apex Predators. Now, Respawn is happy with that distribution for the system, so they're going to use that kind of as like a skill calibration for Series 2. So obviously there's going to be rewards. There are some weapon charms. There's going to be dive trails and badges. So honestly, gun charms are so you don't have a kill cam. So who's going to see your gun charm? You're going to see your gun charm. That's the only person that's going to see your gun charm. Okay, whatever. Badges, that's kind of cool. If whenever somebody kills you, hey, I'm going to see your rank. I like that. I'm all about badges. Really, I feel like your player card should hold more spots for badges, but that's just me. Personally, I freaking love the idea of dive trails. I love that stuff. That's the only reason why I wanted to go into rank, is really just for bragging rights and those dive trails. That's just another cosmetic. Honestly, I really wish that they would either do some skins or some weapon skins, just cosmetics, just for the stuff that we already have. But we get what we got, and that's what we're going to get. So there are what's going to remain the same is really just how the tiers and divisions are. All that's going to remain the same. Your level requirement, you got to be level 10 to be able to play, and the matchmaking will continue to matchmake up with the highest ranked player. Everyone is going to receive a soft reset, so that means you are going to be 1.5 tiers down for all players. So if you ended the series in Gold 2, then you're going to be reset to Silver 4. If you were in Platinum 4, you're going to be reset to Silver 2. Apex Predators are going to be dropped down to Platinum 2. So that's actually, at first I didn't like that, but the more I got to thinking about it, that's actually pretty cool. So that keeps everybody who shouldn't be in bronze, keeps them out of bronze. Overall, I think it's a good idea. So I like this because now you don't have to do the complete grind all over again. So if it takes you a little bit longer to get to that spot, like me personally, once I hit plat, I quit playing because the whole meta in the game changes. Everybody wants to camp. And I don't mean strategically camp. I mean your teammates leave you and then they go camp in a tree. And they're a level that really shouldn't be platinum. They shouldn't be in platinum. And they know they shouldn't be in platinum. But they're in platinum because they've been camping. Which is one of the biggest problems that I wanted to be addressed, was losing points for, losing your match. Yeah, I get there's an entry cost, but I don't know. I just feel like there shouldn't be an entry cost. But that's okay. There is an entry cost. And actually, the entry cost has gotten a little higher. Respawn wants more of your RP, bruh. They want more of it, which honestly, that's okay because they didn't, they didn't drop you all the way down to bronze again. So you're going to start only a tier and a half down, but they are going to charge you a little bit more to move further. So the scoring system, it's changed a little, but not so much. So, it used to be like 1 to 2 RP, but now they have literally, not essentially, multiplied everything by 10 and then charged a little bit more. And they did this because they wanted something to be able to reward, in between the 1 and 2 mark. So they couldn't do that. So now you got 10, 15, and 20. So now there's your 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, respectively, before they multiplied it. So that being said, the entry costs have now changed. Bronze matches are still free. Silver matches now cost 12 RP, which is basically 1.2. Gold costs 24, 2.4. Platinum costs 36, which is 3.6 in the old. Diamond matches cost 48, which is 4.8, which is up 0.8. And the Apex Predators now cost 60 RP, which is a total point more than what it cost in the first series. Now, they aren't doing anything about your 5 kills. They're still capped at 5 per match. But now there is a placement multiplier. So that's pretty nice, and we'll get into that. But what's more important is now assists are adding to the kill count score, which sounds nice, but really just means you're going to hit that cap even quicker, which again could actually be beneficial to a lot of people. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe with this, it'll adjust that a little bit because of the kill count multiplier that's going to come with your placement. So to explain assists a little bit more, so an assist is going to be defined as when dealing damage to a player within 5 seconds before they're knocked down. Now, if a player is revived, then that assist credit is cleared. And the assist credit is only given to teammates of a player who earns the kill. So if you're shooting somebody and then they get third-partied, and that third party is the one that kills them, you do not get that assist. Your team has to kill them. Your team has to be the one to earn the kill. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything. Now, you cannot get a kill and an assist on a single opponent. So, I mean, that sounds pretty obvious, right? But anyways, that's it for the assists. Now, moving on to the multiplier. This is going to be kind of nice. So, you have a kill assist multiplier times 10. Whenever you place 11th or higher, then you get a kill assist multiplier of times 10. If you place between 6th and 10th, you get a kill assist multiplier of 12. If you land in 4th or 5th place, you get a kill assist multiplier of 15. If you land in 2nd or 3rd, the multiplier is 20. If you land in 1st, your kill assist multiplier is 25. Now, the RP that you're going to be receiving, if you land in 11 through 20th place, you don't get any extra RP. If you land between 9 and 10, you get 10 RP. 7 and 8, you get 20. 5 and 6, you get 30. 3rd and 4th, you get 40. 2nd, you get 60. And 1st, you get 100. So, to clear that in relative format as the previous ranked system, in the first ranked system, if you landed in the top 10, you got 2 points. So now, placing 9 and 10th only gets you 1 point compared to the 2. So now you've got to land in at least 7th or 8th place to get those 2 RP points. Or you can land in 5th or 6th, which gives you 3. When landing in the top 5 used to give you 4. now you got to land in third or fourth place to get those 4 points. But if you land in second, you get 6 points. And if you land in first, you get 10 points, basically. So in the first series, if you landed in top 3, you got 7 points. Now you get 4 if you landed in 3, or you get 6 if you landed in second. Now, if you win, you get 100 points, which translates to 10 points if you compare it to the previous system. So to put that all in perspective, if that sounded a little confusing, you're getting less points for the win and for your placement, but it's also spread out more than it was before. And you do have that kill assist multiplier coming up there, so that'll help you a little bit, I think. And really, it's only going to be the same if you land in 11th place or higher. 11th through 20th place, like that's when it's going to kind of come back and look like the old point system, because then it's just times 10. But if you land anywhere between the top 10, your multiplier starts to go up some, which is actually pretty cool and pretty nice. So it definitely makes you want to go for that win more or top 5. So penalties are a serious thing this time around. They deactivated the lever penalties in Series 1, so they could be kind of cautious on some false positives. But honestly, whenever I got disconnected from a match, I still got hit with those penalties. So I don't know what they're talking about. But with the Series 2, the lever penalties are going to be enabled. So people who abandon their teammates will be hit with a matchmaking penalty in both regular and ranked matches. Penalties will result in a player being barred from joining a match for escalating amounts of times based on how often they've abandoned in ranked. So an abandon is defined as leaving the game before the match is over for you. That includes leaving during the character select, leaving while you are alive, and leaving when you are dead, but can still be respawned by teammates. The penalty times start out at 5 minutes, and repeat abandonments will increase that time up to a week. So what that means is that if you're dead and can't be respawned, as far as I understand, you can then leave the game. But if you are dead and can be respawned and you leave in a ranked match, you're going to get hit with a penalty that will carry over to ranked and regular matches alike. So honestly, I like that. But at the same time, if you're going to leave the game, I didn't want you on my team, bro. Like, I'd rather you leave. I don't want somebody who's just going to get mad and go to leave the game. Like, that's like your behavior. Nah, you can stay gone. But I'm glad that those people are getting penalties. Now, there is also the loss forgiveness system that was introduced when Ranked first arrived, and it's working as intended. Players are not getting penalized RP for whenever their teammates drop out of a game or some other technical problem hits. Now, that's not always true. I've dealt with times where I still lost points even though a teammate left. So it doesn't, like, when your teammate leaves, it doesn't give you like a free range. You have like a certain amount of time before, like, if you lose within that certain blanket of time, then you get hit with that loss forgiveness. But otherwise, you're going to get hit with, losing some points if it happens to you within a certain out of a certain range of time. But so yeah, that's all they're showing right now for ranked. But to understand that, what they didn't cover is the coverage of rank points that will be, the cost of each level. So I'm just going to go out on an assumption here. So to get to silver, you got to have 120 rank points. I'm just going to assume that that's going to boost up to 1,200, and that your gold is going to be 2,800. Platinum is going to be 4,800. Diamond is going to be 7,200. And then to get to Apex Predator, you're going to have 10,000 rank points. And honestly, it might even be higher than that. But they're not showing anything on it. And I feel like if they were going to adjust that, then you would know. Because the cost itself is going to be higher. So I'm not sure. There's nothing on that. But if I had to guess, I would say that that's basically how it's going to look. Now, Series 2 kicks off on October 1st. So if you need to get anywhere and you're ranked, you better get there now. As always, let me know what you think down below in the comments. And if you could, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good day.